welcome you inside the Eagan Civic Arena for South Suburban Conference play. The Rosemount Irish making that trek up Highway 3 to take on the hometown Eagan Wildcats. Mike Cook here with you. Pleased to be joined by special guest, former Golden Gopher great Dan Woog, filling in for Nathan tonight, who Nathan is out on assignment. And Dan, we look at this Eagan Wildcats squad. They've won 5 out of 6. Had a big win the other night on this rink against Lakeville North, a game that North tied in the third, but the Cats found a way to pull it off at the end.
You know, that's a good sign for these guys. It's tight games. That pull those games out. It's a really tight-knit team. You know, I see them a lot. I got my son Jake's a junior, Hudson Kerr, my stepson's a senior, and they're on the same team. They got guys come over to the house constantly, and they get along really well, and you feel like they're really supportive of each other, and that can pay off on the ice.
Meanwhile, the Rosemount Irish, they come in. They are just outside of the top 10 I saw in the latest state rankings. 11-5 overall, 5-2 in conference play. Irish, they were 10-1 at one point. Lost 4 straight kind of around the holidays, but played some pretty tough competition. Came back and they routed Lakeville South with a 5-goal third period in a 7-1 win last Friday down at Lakeville South. So the Irish are going to be a good test tonight for this Eagan Wildcat squad.
Well, it's a little unique starting lineup here for the Rosemount Irish. You've got 2 ex-Eagan residents and players, Nichols on defense and Rutzik centering here, so these guys are very familiar with each other.
Yeah, Benny Rutzik, number 4 in blue. He's out there with Jackson Ganzo, 18. 21 is Quentin Vidapo. I'm going to take a while on that one. Vidapo, he had a hat trick in that St. Lakeville South win, his first career. Wildcats are going to counter with the line up front. It's going to be Hudson Kerr, number 11. Riley Quink-Prong is 24, going after the puck. Colin O'Leary, number 9, as well on that top, or the starting trio, I should say, for the Wildcats. Lance Murray back at D. Blake Crowdy joining him on the ice as Rosemount looks to bring it into the Wildcat zone. Early stages of this one from the Civic Arena. First matchup of the year between the Wildcats and the Irish. Here comes Kerr for the Wildcats. Shot, and that one's grabbed and held on to by Trent Nelson, number 35, the senior goaltender for the Rosemount Irish.
Good idea there, one-on-one there. A little late in the shift for Kerr, so he decides to try to shoot through the screen, which is nice. You see on the screen here, gets a little hook from behind, shoots it through. Goaltender bobbles it for a second, so that's a good sign for the Wildcats to keep driving the net.
Absolutely. Rosemount 3-on-2 if they hurry, coming across the zone. Try to get it in front. Owen Wood gets in the way of that one. Isaac Martin takes his man into the corner. That's Hans Hedlund, number 12 in blue. We're probably going to call that name an awful lot tonight. He's out there with Christian Garrity, number 16. 27 is Cade Sherman. And Rosemount might have just got away with an elbow there, but Cade Sherman, he had a couple of goals on that win over South. A couple of big early hits that time. Right at center with number 9, Cade Lotus for Rosemount, getting physical early with the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think you're going to see plenty of physical play in this game. Again, 2 teams, good rivalry. Egan's been on the short end a few times, but they've also pulled off a big upset here 4 years ago in the playoffs. I'm sure Rosemount remembers that one.
I'm sure they do. Different group of kids, but they do remember these things. Koken with a shot. That goes whistled wide of the cage. Nelson watched that go by. Puck back into the Wildcat zone. Murray tries to get it ahead. That was intercepted by McNeil for Rosemount, number 23. Out there with Lucas Salick and Ty Hansen, 7 and 2 respectively. Just a couple minutes gone by in this one. One shot in the game that goes to the Eagan Wildcats. Murray looks to get it out. Kept in at the blue line. Still kept in at the blue line by the Rosemount Irish.
It's going to have to be very disciplined today for the Wildcats. Our penalty kill is not exceptional, about 61% I think, and power play around 12. So we've got to play a lot of 5-on-5 hockey, and if we can get a power play goal later, that'd be a benefit.
Hockenmeyer lost that one in his skates and just kind of chopped it up into the bench. So we'll have a face-off back in the Wildcat zone to the right of Gabe Gley.
And one of the guys you're going to see is going to get a ton of ice time is number 16, Lance Murray, senior captain, and absolutely leads by example. This kid is hard-nosed, tough kid. Stop and go. Will go to the hard areas that score. He'll take a forward check and take it to the net as well. So watch for 16. He kind of mishandled a couple early on, but he'll be back.
I know Nathan and I have said on broadcast this year, we're not sure Murray goes off the ice much more than maybe a third of the game, if that.
Larry Olam like.
Wow, we're aging yourself right there. Yeah, Larry Olam, War Road great.
That's right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Cross ice by Prouty. Tried to send O'Leary in streaking wide, but that'll be an icing.
I'll say as we go to 2024 away from 1994. That'd be about when Olam and those guys played, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, a little before that even.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there, my dad with him, he'd go to forward for one shift, go back. My dad was coaching him to defense the next shift if they needed him.
Did he win the Hobie?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, that was days about Herkus, Circus, and some other exceptional players too, and the Boston College guys, Emma and Hines, and you got Koreas and those kind of guys. So
Those are some pretty big names there in hockey history.
let's go back to action here. We got a
I
big
was gonna
game
say,
here.
we're back to modern day South Suburban action. Rosemount going to regroup. This is Durrigan. Over to Locust. A.J. Clark in there for the Wildcats. He got things going on Saturday night here against Lakeville North with that first period. Went in a nice backhand between the pads.
That's his game. Power forwards, his type of game.
Wood, can he get it out? No, kept in far side by Rosemount. That was Durrigan. Back out Clark. Cats are going to change up behind the play just about everybody. Eventually it will be everybody. Rosemount, it looks like changing to one this time. Intercepted that time by number 23 for the Wildcats in front. Just missing that time was Koken. Great feed from Woog, and he couldn't quite put it home. Could have been a huge first goal of the game for the Wildcats, but we shall stay scoreless here in the Civic Arena. Forster, he'll just dump that one in. In front of a bunch of the fans that are gathered around the glass tonight. Pretty good crowd here in the Civic Arena for this one on a Tuesday night. Big hit. Forster loses his twig. A little bit of help in there. Who's that? Koken coming in to help out. Woog in there as well. We might see a few penalties tonight at the rate we're going.
I'd love to see it stay penalty-free if you ask me.
Yeah,
5 guys is a good number for us to play with.
A lot of physicality early in this one. Salick circles up top for the Irish. He'll shoot through. Glythe gets the initial stop, makes the save.
Right there, as Rosemount circles out through the top of the zone there, Woog's got a great angle. He's blocking the angle from the net, so the guy can't shoot through, but all of a sudden at the end, he lets him go. And now right there is when a shooting lane opens. So now we got scramble in front of the net.
Yep.
So you got to stay that one-on-one coverage in front the whole way. I'm not a homer for my kid. Is that okay?
You're good. Hey, Gabe Glythe, by the way, on the year, 281 goals against average. Save percentage, 882. 7-3 on the one-loss column for whatever that's worth, for those of you that are statistically speaking. Cats looking to keep it in the zone. Kerr's going to give chase, but it's going to be Rosemount. Josh Toll, defenseman slash forward for the Irish. 2-on-1 the other way for the Maize and Blue. Shot, big save, big rebound. Rutzik couldn't get it in. Puck is loose somewhere. It scrambled and stayed out.
Woo! Blake Prouty caught that one in the air. Threw it longer than Jared Goff did the other day.
Cats breathing a sigh of relief. We stay scoreless. 5.5 in, 2 shots apiece right now. And each team nearly with a goal. That's Murray. He'll leave in front of the student section. This is Eddie Moore. Tried to get it to head to Koink Prong. He's taken away by Retka there, number 20 in blue. Eddie Moore stays with it. We say it every game, but you got to love Eddie Moore's hustle.
Oh, fast Eddie. You're never going to take a shift off with him. He's always going to give it 100%. You know, he may not win every physical battle, but his heart's as big as anybody's out there.
Grayson Robbins, number 10, tries to get it out in front, and Wood's going to have to regroup. As quickly hustling down was Lewis for the Rosemount Irish. And Rosemount forced to regroup in neutral. Turnover potential there, unable to keep with it though was Clark. Coming in the other way, Hans Hedlund, 12 in blue. Wood off the glass, Hedlund gets it, has it briefly, gets it back, loses it. And Clark tries to get out of the zone. Does not. Rosemount able to keep that one in. In front, they've got a man, backhand, 1-0 Irish. Christian Garrity.
Well, I'm sorry, I missed the end of that one. I saw Koken take a hit up high. His head popped back, and the rest is history as Rosemount's on the board with their leading goal scorer, Christian Garrity.
And that's his first goal in 6 games, by the way. And that all started out at the blue line when the Wildcats could not get it out of their own zone.
Yep, that's the danger zone. Those are the magic spots, blue lines. You're not turning them over there. You got a chance, you're a foot away or two. You just got to chip that out and live to play the next play.
So for Garrity, we said that is his team-leading 11th goal of the season. Also gives them a team-high 22 points. And we'll get the official word from Nick Johnson here momentarily. Nick Johnson back in the public address announcer's chair tonight. Rosemount's going to circle. Can they come out of their zone? They can. 2-on-2. Little chip pass ahead. O'Leary, nice job of getting in the way that time as Lotus was trying to come down the slot for the Irish. Rosemount back over, intercepted. Katz, other way. Koink Prong, he's got Kerr with him. All the way down deep into the Rosemount zone. Katz unable to get anything set up, however. Tried to get the long out of the pass. Nice job by Prouty to get in the way. Ty Hansen was kind of leaking behind the Eagan defense. Eddie Moore. Cats are changing behind the play. Lance Murray, A.J. Clark charging down the slot.
Yeah, this is where a team that has some skill and finishing ability like Rosemount does, that's the turnovers are something that can cost you, that they may not cost you against other teams like some of the Rosemount Rochester teams we played over the holidays, but that's a reason why we're down 1-0 at this point.
By the way, Eli Lewis, Hans Hedlund getting the assist on that Rosemount goal at 6:42 by Garrity.
Yeah, that was a pretty high hit to the head area though on Koken. I just got to be honest with you. I thought that could have been called before the goal was in the back of the net, but not my call. I don't wear orange stripes in my arms.
That's why we're up here. All right, Cats. Let's see if they can get something coming out of their own end this time. Blake Prouty tries to get it ahead to Eddie Moore. Grayson Robbins was in there as well. Instead, it's going to be A.J. Clark down that left side. He'll lose the puck at the half wall in front of the Rosemount fans. Coming the other way, Benny Rudzik spent a lot of time on this rink as a youth down that right side for the Irish.
Oh yeah, I remember watching him playing mites out there on the other side. One of the better players that we had at that level, that's for sure.
Clark chips that one deep into the Rosemount zone. We're just past the halfway point of the opening period. Up in front, couldn't quite connect. That was Martin coming down the slot, looking for his first of the year.
Lockemeyer tried to sauce that one. It just ended up about 5 inches off the ice and couldn't bat it in.
Lockemeyer, speaking of, he'll dump it in. Like both teams going to make a fair number of changes. As the puck back out to neutral. Wood will poke it ahead. To left, here's Koken. He loses the puck because he was going one on about 3. Odds definitely not in Garrett's favor coming into the zone there.
Good shot.
Nelson steers that one away. 4th shot of the game for the Wildcats. Irish have 3.
Good shot by Koken. He fired it, snapped it quick. We got to eventually, at some point, we get some of these shots, we're going to have to take away the eyes of the goaltender.
Nice job there, Lance Murray, to intercept things, albeit briefly, because here comes Hedlund and the Irish. That one pops up, crosses the goal line. No harm done that time. Lockenmeyer far side for the Eagan Wildcats. He's going to get some help from Lance Murray. One kid wearing the C, one wearing the A for the Wildcats. Kept in. Nice job that time by Nichols back at the blue line. Puck's going to go all the way down. This time should be an icing on the Eagan Wildcats, and indeed it is. 7:02 to go in the first.
Yeah, I got to get a quick shout out. My mother-in-law's having surgery tomorrow, and we just wish her the best. I know she's at this game, but we don't know what will come of it. And so I know they like to rewatch the games too. So just want to say hello, and we'll be thinking about her tomorrow as she goes in for the surgery, heart surgery.
Hopefully the Cats can come out with a win, and she can enjoy that while she's recuperating.
That's right.
Coming through the Eagan Wildcats, that's Kerr, number 11. Kerr's going to either go to Mankato next year or probably play juniors. The Eagan seniors were honored before the game the other night. A lot of them got to talk about their college plans, and we've kind of talk about that a little bit as we go on. Riley Koink, Prague opportunity. Kerr couldn't quite poke it home. Nelson gets the mid on it. On the doorstep was Kerr.
It was a great forecheck pressure by Briley. Comes in, takes the body on Nichols, creates the turnover. We'll see a replay on that, but that created it, and he came right off, found a loose puck, and went right to the net. And also, it's fun to give one back to Kerr. Kerr's one of the first guys who'll give you the pass, so hopefully these guys can hook up again tonight.
Yep. So we go back to the action. Martin will intercept that in neutral, but Rosemount is still going to come away with it anyway. Here's Rutzik, avoids one man. Over to the right circle, kick to the right side, centered it and cross. Tried to feint his man in front. That was Vidapo.
Say that 10 times fast.
Nope, I can't say it once. That's why we asked the coaches before the game how you say these kids' names. Vidapo, 21 in blue. So we said he had a Hattie, his first career the other night in that win at Lakeville South. More in the Wildcats. Going to get it out of their zone. Robbins is going to get it up.
It's good for a line change there.
Yep, absolutely. Much needed. Cade Lotus, the senior, will lead the Rosemount charge up the near side. Dumps it in. The Irish are going to change up. I believe it's going to be a full-scale change ultimately for Ricky Sainty's squad.
Good job in the breakout there initially. Prouty with the D-to-D reversal. Creates an opportunity for a direct pass after that, so that's something the Wildcats could use to get out of the zone quicker.
I'll give the official credit right there. Right away they said no on the potential icing. Wow, that one's offsides, and they got that one right away too with 5:10 to go. Hey, let's look at the standings and coming into conference play tonight. The Rosemount Irish are sitting in 4th. They're 5-2 on this season. Wildcats just 2 spots behind at 3-4. Shakopee leading the way. They're 8-1 on this season, and they beat Rosemount. I saw 2-0 the other day.
2-0. Rosemount had 45 shots on goal, but it's not how many shots you get, it's how many goes in behind the goal line there.
And I saw Shakopee just spanked Farmington. I think it was 10-0 the other day. Opportunity!
Oh!
I heard a clank. Headland looking to add. He got an assist already, looking to get a G up as well. Cats a little too sloppy in their own end tonight. And in front, and now it's 2-0 Rosemount Irish.
Looks like there's a guy that finds the net again.
First man through will be, looks like, is it Garrity again?
I would say number 16.
16, first man to the bench. Generally is.
You called it, a little slop in our own end. All of a sudden we got 3 guys looking at the puck. They got 2 guys going to the net, and they just roofed it.
Yep, that was Headland coming down, but I don't know if the puck kind of bounced past Headland's stick, but either way, Garrity was right there to slam that one home. Nothing Glide could do on that one. So 2-0 Irish. Wildcats digging themselves an early hole against the District 196 rival.
Number 16, Christian Garrity. Assist, number 25, Graham Clafton. Number 27, Cade Sherman.
Graham Clafton, Cade Sherman getting the assists on that goal.
Clafton and Sherman at 12:24 of the first.
12:24 time of that one. So 2-0 Irish. And we've got our first, I believe, our first infraction of the hockey game.
I can see number 12, Isaac Martin's got some snow falling off his backside there. I assume that was a late hit of some sort, or interference maybe. I didn't see what the ref called on that.
It's like Ty Hansen is the guilty party for Rosemount. Time of this one will be 12:59.
Great job on the math. This Eddie Moore here lining up. This is an opportunity for us to come out of our power play
slumber
conundrum. Yep, and here we go. Let's get one here.
Cats this year 5 for 43 with the man advantage, and that's 11.6%.
Let's make it higher. Here we go, puck movement.
This will be Murray down low, Kerr. Lower for Moore. A.J. Clark out there along with Isaac Martin in white. This will be Murray up top. Long shot, Nelson. Can the puck trickle out of the zone? Not quite. Nice job by Murray. A little shove from behind that time by Michael Carlson. But we play on.
And Carlson's one of those guys they have listed as their 4th line. It's a nice luxury to have if you got guys that are some of your top power play or penalty killers that can jump in, give some of the other guys a break too.
Absolutely. 1:12 to go, man advantage for the Wildcats. Rosemount with numbers potentially. Here's Eli Lewis. Textbook move there by Prouty to break that one up.
Help them out, boys.
Prouty in their battles with Salick.
There's Durgan, strong kid, big kid.
Salick gets it back. He was just behind the zone. Cats quickly converge though on number 7 in blue. And the Eagan power play struggling to get anything going. Owen Woods gets through what could have been a kind of a high hit. The official goes down. He and Wood, along with Cade Lotus. Rosemount fans love that.
Yeah, it's good. Good. Use everything in your favor, including the linesman.
Exactly. Know where that linesman could go as it was coming right at him. All right, 20 to go on the man advantage. Very good kill thus far for the Rosemount Irish. Keeping the pressure on the hometown Eagan Wildcats. Here's Coink Prong, can get it out. Nope, just dump back in. And the Cats are 5 seconds away from 0 for 1 on the PP.
That's important to give good passes, but it's important to catch good passes, catch average passes. Those can stop a play in a heartbeat. The chain breaks, as my old man would say.
Lotus, he'll dump it in deep for the Irish. Irish putting, looks like that top line out here right now, coming out of the power play. Cade Sherman, 27-12 is Hans Hedlund, and 16 is Christian Garrity, who is looking for the Hattie already. Will it be right there? No. Not sure if Gly got a piece of that or deflected on the way through.
Just think he got a piece of with his glove.
And the rebound read that one well on the Garrity attempt from the left circle. Hedlund tried to get to Garrity on like a baseball whack there in front. Kind of like a bunt almost in baseball.
Ooh, there's
Moore
a flip
gets
up there.
upended. That's going to be another power play for the Wildcats. Hedlund is going to sit for the Irish.
Eddie Moore grinded down there inside the zone, tried to come out with the puck. He got his feet taken out right from under him, and he's okay. He didn't hit his head or anything like that, but grinded down low, helping your D. That's what the center's supposed to do, and he gets kind of leg sweep there by Hedlund, and he's going the box, and hopefully this power play will be better.
Well, the thing is, Dan, you've got a minute to go in the period, 106. In theory, Eagan could keep their top power play unit out here the entire power play, which is advantage Wildcats.
Yeah, and again, as hopefully we can score before the end of the period, but if not, we're going to have some potentially some wet ice. So you hopefully have time to set up, or that's something the coach can talk about if we get to that point to help your team out a little bit.
Yep. Pinching in that time for Rosemount was Eli Lewis to keep it in. Well, Wildcats have got to find a way to get out of their own zone with the man advantage. Didn't look good on the last power play advantage, and not looking very good on this one so far.
When we carry it up the same side, eventually they come over, squeeze us off, take away our time and space, create a turnover like they did, and then it comes back on our end. We got 200 feet to go.
Rosemount puts a fresh 4 on for the final 30 seconds of this period as Lockenmeyer breezes down the left side. Centers it in front. Robbins couldn't quite get there. Nobody at that point, though, for the Wildcats. Lockenmeyer, he'll just dump that one in high off the glass. Cats are going to make a change with just 13 seconds. All the way down. Well, they'll be able to keep that top power play out to start the second. Is A.J. Clark, unless he goes right here. And Nelson, they're going to say 0.4 seconds. Nelson got the mitt down, or up.
Coach Carlson and I don't know if that's Mario back there. I think he's there, or is it loose? I can't tell. They're calling Gabe Gly off, grab a 6 guy out there, and 0.4 is all you can do is really shoot the puck at this point.
Which they did.
As Kerr did there.
He had a good whack at it. Give him that. Shots that period, Rosemount had 6. Even Wildcats had 7. But most importantly, the Rosemount Irish put 2 of them into the net.
Capitalizing on opportunities, that's the name of the game. And we got to come out second period and have a better effort there. Not necessarily the effort, but just execution maybe is a better word than effort. And hopefully the power play will start it off.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens when the Wildcats, as you said, Dan, they come out 54 seconds on the man advantage. We'll take a break, and we'll be back to see what happens on that power play. You're watching Wildcat Hockey on ETV.
We've come a long way since 1963. In 1963, the Eagan Fire Department was born, with just 41 brave souls and a dream. They started with little more than determination and a 1942 military surplus fire engine named Jenny.
We've grown from a small volunteer department to a part-time paid department, one of the biggest in the state, to a combination department of full-time and part-time. And now we're all career, all full-time, here to respond from the stations 24 hours a day, every day of the year.
Eagan's firefighters actively engage with the community at events like National Night Out, the Food Truck Festival, and our biggest event of the year, our Fire Prevention Week open house. Our open house is still our biggest event as far as welcoming people into our station, talking about safety, kids having fun and learning safety at the same time, getting their fire hats. We visit every school in Eagan. We're everywhere throughout the city. On weeknights, we're working with Girl Scout and Brownie and Cub Scout groups that'll either come to our station or we'll stop at their school. We back some military fun runs where we'll hang a flag off our ladder and support that. There's so many different events that we do in the city, and we work hand in hand a lot with our Parks Department at a lot of their events. So there's a great partnership in the city with public safety and other departments, and we're all Team Eagan. Our success is a result of the strong bonds we've built with our community. We're here when you need us the most.
It doesn't matter where we go. If it's a school, if it's a community center event, the community always make us feel like we're supported.
Thank you, Eagan firefighters!
We've had some of the best firefighters in the state of Minnesota go through these doors and serve the residents and visitors to Eagan, and we're very proud of them and what they've achieved.
City of Eagan likes to prioritize sustainability throughout events in a variety of ways. This year at the Eagan Food Truck Festival, we partnered with Our Cup, which is a reusable cup company specializing in events that helps us divert any single-use plastic cups.
Our Cup's mission is to create the platform, infrastructure, and movement for the reuse economy. We offer a reuse service that's simple and convenient. We make it so events like this can use reusable cups or containers. We'll take all of them back to our facility, wash them, and then get them redeployed for the next event.
I think that that's the ultimate joy of Our Cup is helping our clients, helping these events, helping Eagan Food Truck Festival achieve its sustainability goals in a measurable way.
We are one of the first events in Dakota County that has used Our Cup at a large event. They're here on site at events to help reduce as much single-use plastic as we can, and we couldn't be more thrilled that they're here to help us this year at the Eagan Food Truck Festival.
The Eagan Art House, facility that really for many years has been operated out of a 1,200 square foot house. The growth of our art programs and artists across the city and region has really created a demand for so much more. And while we've tried to use some of our other satellite facilities to help meet that demand, really the time is now to create a specialized art facility that will help meet that demand.
We've been here for over 25 years, operating as a center for art education. We see thousands of people every single year, all ages, taking classes, learning new things, making new friends, finding their creative voice, gaining confidence. So it's a really important part of our community. We merged with the city Park and Recreation Department. Before that time, the Eagan Art House was a nonprofit organization.
I started about 20 years ago. In those days, it was the Dakota Center for the Arts. It was a nonprofit organization that rented the art house from the city for $1 a year.
In the main house where it used to be living room, bedrooms, originally it was all kinds of classes, painting classes, kids camps, different media. And then the garage where we're sitting, the garage has been the pottery studio. Since that time, we started off with 4 wheels. Now we have 8+ wheels, which is how much we can fit in the space. It is a rambler house. There's only so much room in this space. We use every square inch in this building, behind the doors, above the cabinets, on the floor, underneath tables. We use every square inch we have. Accessibility is also a huge challenge here. There is really not a great way for people with mobility challenges to easily get into the pottery studio space. That is a pretty serious consideration too as we go into this new building, is to making sure that we are accessible, physically accessible for everyone too.
The art house, even though it's a specialized kind of facility, there's still something creative that can touch just about everybody. We just aren't meeting the demand that's out there right now. There's not a lot of those facilities out there to provide these programs. And so we have waiting lists for just about every opportunity that is provided in the art house. It all comes down to the community, right? And people meeting up with friends and doing things that keeps them active and thriving.
Hey, welcome back to the second period here in the Eagan Civic Arena. One period in the books. Rosemount Irish with a 2-0 lead over the Eagan Wildcats. Christian Garrity lighting the lamp twice for the visitors. He's Dan Woog. I'm Mike Cook. Happy to be with you here on a Tuesday night as the Wildcats will start this period with a 54-second power play that carried over. And Dan, it's really a opportunity the Cats need to take advantage of.
They really do, and they did have some chances earlier on in the first period, mid part. But this is when you get that extra man on your side, you got to get that puck moving. You got to eventually have some traffic in front of a good goaltender. Hopefully, you can get a break or a good screen through. And like I said before the break, hopefully this ice settles in so it's not wet in any spots where it can stop the puck from being a smooth move. And here's a great opportunity. Woog over to Koken, and he gets stymied by the goaltender. Oh, up high. That's the call, and here's the puck and the goal.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw between periods there were a couple of fans from Eagan that were saying that should have been called. Bottom line, it was not. Rosemount converted. And then Garrity right there with his second. Not much chance for Gabe Gly on that one. And kind of another, not quite one of the bigger hits, but there's one Wood. Hello, official. Didn't see it coming.
Yep.
And that might have been the biggest cheer of the game thus far from the crowd when the official was upended.
Yeah, it was a big accident. The roads are slippery out there.
Yes.
And we have a big shout to Peyton Jensen, who's recovering from shoulder surgery too. Would be remiss not to mention him. He's a senior part of this team. Here we go.
Murray falls down. Opportunity. Gly. Huge stop in the opening seconds. He robbed Michael Carlson. As you were just saying, hopefully nobody falls down. Well, that's exactly what Murray did. Here's Isaac Martin. He lost the puck. A little physical play. Carlson and Kerr battling hard at center. We'll see if that's a sign of things to come, as those two were, shall we say, a little feisty with one another.
They've seen each other in some extra training sessions. I saw him go to down in Rosemount at the pond here last year, and nice kid, but you know what? It's all out the window when you get on the ice and they're wearing the other colored jersey.
Exactly. They'll shake hands at the end of the game. But puck went up, by the way, into the Rosemount bench. So the faceoff will be to the left of Gabe Gly. 15 seconds to go, man advantage for the Wildcats. And see if Lance Murray, he'll be playing juniors next year is his plan as well. Murray, the captain, down low, circles in front. Kerr couldn't quite get the puck. Clink Prong was down there as well as the Irish are back at full strength. Shot goes whistled just wide. Martin keeps it in as Hedlund charged out of the box to get in the way. Clink Prong tries to get it ahead, intercepted by Hedlund. Here come the Irish 2-on-2. Sherman, 27. He and Martin battled alongside about the half wall. And puck comes out of the Eagan Wildcat zone.
Nice job by Briley cutting across the ice, supporting the defensive, who was Martin there, get a direct pass, and all of a sudden we're in their zone.
Probably couldn't quite keep that one at the blue line. Kerr with a little spin move keeps the puck, and he'll split a couple of Rosemount defenders. Not a lot of help that time for Hudson on the way through. Puck back out to neutral. Wood gets a big hit from Hedlund right in front of the Rosemount bench. Smiles, I think, on the Rosemount team after that little hit. And here come the Irish. Potential 3-on-2 if they hurry. Sherman, he'll keep. Sherman shot. Gly got to lift that rebound lane there once again, but it was cleared away by Prouty.
It's going to make it down for nice, and great job by Gabe squaring up to that shooter. And when you got back checkers helping you out with the other guys, and that's what you can focus on, gives them a much better chance to make that play, and he can move out a little bit and cut down the angle. Good shift early on for Wildcats. Close calls. Briley almost got in front of Hudson and just got deflected on the way through.
I want to mention tonight is the participating in the Minnesota Hockey Fights Cancer Campaign, which is a volunteer effort to get all the Mite-Thru high school teams to hold a Hockey Fights Cancer game. I know they're collecting money tonight, selling some t-shirts, and proceeds are going to go toward Hope Lodge, which, for lack of a better phrase, is an adult Ronald McDonald House down by the U of M, where folks can stay when they're getting cancer treatment. Opportunity in front, no goal. But yeah, good cause there again. We all know people have been affected by cancer, and for lack of a better word, it sucks. Murray loses a blade.
Oh, he's got some tires that need a little more air in them.
Exactly. Out front, bouncing puck. That is a goal. Is that Garrity again? No. Oh, got to do the selfie. Jackson Ganser, number 18, puts the glove up. Hockey stick, selfie stick.
Right in front of their fans that came up the road here, Highway 3. Here's a replay behind the net. Good numbers. Guy stops it behind the net. He chips it out front. Loose puck bouncing around. Low slot, left side, just underneath the arm, it looked like, of Gabe Glai, and that makes it 3-0. And again, this seems to be our unfortunate challenges. We get chances, we just get chances, and we just can't quite make it happen. We just had a A.J. Clark sighting there. Comes out of the corner strong, goes to the net, chips it up. It's bouncing around, and you know what? It doesn't go in. So we can't give up. We got to keep fighting. That's the name of the game. You learn life lessons that way too.
So officially it's going to be Jackson Ganser on the goal with the assist to Quentin Vidapo. I apologize. I'm going to butcher that one all night and a half. And Benny Retzik got the other assist for the Rosemount Irish. So Jackson Ganser, who plays football as well for the Irish, used to putting 6 on the board. Instead, he gets the Irish up by a field goal in this one.
Coach Carlson just switched the lines up here, get a little bit of the older group here, all senior line out with face-off in our defensive zone, and see if that pays off too.
13:46 to go. Cats got to have the next one to have any hope tonight, I think.
Absolutely.
Isaac Martin stops, spins, pressured nicely in that time by Eli Lewis. Intercepted in front. Garrity, that was Hedlund lost it. Other way, here comes Cullen O'Leary. Just going to chase that deep into the Rosemount zone. As Lance Murray hops on the boards instead of Isaac takes the place of Isaac Martin. Rosemount trying to get Garrity leaking out at center. Unable to find that one all the way down. That puck was tipped, so there'll be no icing. Murray, the Wildcat captain, 16 gets hit by Garrity. 16 for the Irish, all the way down. Oh, I thought Coin Prong got a piece of that, but boy.
Might have been when his stick hit the ice right away after that, but good job of Lance Murray taking 2 guys with him and did the reversal to Prouty. That gave us a chance to outnumber them up the ice and almost connected.
13:03 to go in the second. Rosemount had 2 in the first. They've got 1 here in the second. By the way, for Ganser, that's his 4th goal of the season for the Rosemount Irish. A.J. Clark, stop spin. That one's deflected off the skate of the defender, number 9, for the Rosemount Irish.
What a nice intentional play there. As Eddie Moore saw the guys creeping in, he chipped it high up off the glass. And that's when A.J. Clark came across the ice support. He had some speed going, had a chance, got deflected on the way in.
Yeah, it was Cade Lotus there that got in the way of that shot. Wood tries to dump it in more to give chase. Again, Rosemount trying to leak a man deep. That time it was Vidapo. I just call him Quentin.
It's easier.
I don't know why I can't get that name.
We need to jump on there, help quick.
Kept in from the point. Nice block that time. That was Robbins getting in the way of that one. Quick shot and a glove save. I was going to mention Grayson Robbins. Good to see him back on the ice for the Wildcats. We missed a few games, I believe, a little dinged up upstairs, so to speak. And Robbins, who is one of the seniors, he's going to go study engineering at a 4-year university.
I don't know. His dad maybe can't talk him into going to Iowa.
It doesn't say where.
Our last play could have helped. We need to help Lance out a little bit when he goes back for that puck and slide off when he's getting pressured. Then we couldn't get the puck in out of the zone after that.
Rosemount good control of the puck. As I say that, Wildcats poke it out, and then Rosemount brings it back in. Salick. That shot hit Martin on the way. Never got through.
I think we need to get a new skate sharpener down for the boys in between periods here.
Rosemount tried to get it across. Salick was there. I should say Salick, I think is how you say it, S-A-L-A-K. Apologize if I'm mispronouncing. And we've got a penalty upcoming on, I believe it's the Wildcats. Yeah, well, Klink Prong is going to sit. First power play of the game upcoming for the Rosemount Irish comes at 5:27.
A little push from behind as guys starts coming up the ice. That's a pretty easy call by the referee there. You just can't do that, extend the arms like that. So This is a little bit of a dangerous power play group, about 20% on the year. This will challenge Eagan's penalty killers.
And Eagan's PK is, I believe, it was 65-9, I think.
And that's climbing.
Yes. Cross check, by the way, the official call.
It's crucial to win faceoffs, especially when you're killing a penalty. And Eagan lost that one pretty cleanly.
Yep. 20 seconds gone by, man advantage for the Irish. Durgan leads the rush down that right side. Trying to find his man coming on the slot. Solid 7. Back up top, near side. Garrity looking for the Hattie. Back up top, long shot through traffic, never got through Durgan. That one, I think that one got all the way through to Gley. On Hedlund with the opportunity.
Nice blocker save by Gabe. Good skate save by Eddie Moore.
Yep, that one's going to hurt a little bit, but it was worth it. Wildcats are going to be able to change a couple of players. Eddie Moore amongst them with a minute to go. Man advantage for the Irish. Solik down the left side. Tries to center in front, but just a hair offsides for the Irish.
Pass a little behind 12 Hedlund there, and he tried to hold on and couldn't get across the line with the puck before his teammate did. And hopefully, again, we can win a faceoff draw here. Colin O'Leary has been a decent faceoff player for us. We got to get behind him, and we lose it to go D to D and come up the ice.
There's Nichols for Rosemount. Send it back in deep. Gley plays the puck behind the net. Ganser was charging down on that left side. Up top, Nichols. Center tried to get it across far side over there to McNeil. McNeil's going to get it back in the circle. Back up top, long shot. That goes whistled wide off the stick of Lotus. Rosemount keeping the pressure on. 19 to go, man advantage.
Good job, A.J. Clark getting that puck out of the zone here, forcing Nichols.
Rosemount see if they can get one more shot off as we're down to single numbers in the man advantage. Deep into the zone.
Good job, Owen Wood clearing that puck out there. He had a good shift here.
And Wildcats full strength. There's Nelson's going to whistle that one. Will it be all the way down? Nope, they're not going to say icing on that one. As Isaac Martin will regroup for the Eagan Wildcats. Wildcats just one shot on goal in this period. Rosemount has 5. Eagan still with just one shot on goal.
A.J. Clark just ripped one far right there. It's a nice shot in a low slot.
Solik in deep. Hansen. Nobody there for Rosemount. Again, puck. Rosemount doing a nice job of generally keeping the puck in the Wildcats zone as Hansen spins. Tried to find somebody in front. That shot went wide of the cage. Clapton with a shot, and I don't think Gley ever saw that.
I don't either.
And we've got a whistle, yep. And pass with 8:46 to go.
There's some traffic there. That's why Gabe, he couldn't even react because he didn't see it.
Nope, he just stuck his arms up like you see a goalie doing. He's like you're hoping to get a piece of it.
Stick your chest up, put your shoulders up, make yourself as wide as possible.
Hey, real quick before this, JV 3-3 overtime tie. Meade, Lunenborg, and Keel with the Wildcat goals. Glenmark, Carter, Gansler, and McCracken, the goals for the Rosemount Irish.
That game ended 3-3 with Rosemount rallying with 2 goals in the last part of the third period, a 6-on-4 and a 6-on-5.
Gley nearly hung out to dry there by his defenseman, but Rosemount unable to convert. We're halfway through this hockey game. 3-0 Irish. Rosemount looking to win their second in a row after a 4-game slide. Wildcats have come in winners of 5 of 6. A little extracurricular behind the play as Rosemount carries into the Eagan zone. Hedlund's shot, I think that went off Prouty and went wide. Hedlund stays with it, shadowed by Murray. Centered across, this is Sherman. And Blake Prouty going to come away with it for the Eagan Wildcats. Little too far for Lockenmeyer, and indeed it will be an ice against the Wildcats. Face off. Back in the home zone.
Yeah, I think Blake, he was trying to figure out between, do I bank it off the boards behind Lockenmeyer and let him skate into it, or should I flip it, try to get a soft bounce? And he tried that option, and he's got really good hands. He's got good mitts, and he sausaged that puck really well. He was just trying to flip it so it would bounce and not lay flat and slide faster there.
Leary on the draw for the Wildcats, who are going to control with Coink Prong. Point Prong actually hits a man in neutral coming through, but Rosemount tries to control it deep in their own zone. There's Quink Prong staying with it. 24 in white centers it. That puck went off of Rosemount's skate, nearly hit the net. I think that was Durrigan who nearly had his own goal. Hustling down, not quite getting there.
Perfect call.
Yep.
You know, Rosemount fans don't necessarily like that call, but
Vitapo that time.
You're one step faster. You got that one, and but nonetheless, it's an icing, and Wildcats could really use a goal here. Get on the board.
Absolutely.
Kind of getting a lot of the same guys. The third line guys with Woog and Koken haven't seen the ice much. Lockermeyer's gotten out there. We can't go too long without with just going two lines.
Exactly.
And part of it's the penalty kill, and part of it's the power play. That shortens our bench.
Because Rosemount, they can't control all the way out. Martin dumps it briefly. Now Rosemount does control into the Wildcat zone. Down that left side, that was McNeil. Knocked off the play by, I believe that's Martin for the Wildcats. Indeed it is. O'Leary to help out. Hansen for the Irish. Play continues down below the goal line. A little 2-on-2 scrum. And can the Cats get something going here? Quink Prong, nope, going to be dumped back in. Nichols, who was on the correct side of center ice, so we play on. And 2 in the first for the Irish. They've got 1 here in the second. That adds up to 3-0 Rosemount. Turnover, pass across, back across. Hansen couldn't quite get the shot off. It was set up nicely, but couldn't quite pull the trigger on that final pass.
And Kerr just chipped that out of the crease. Last guy to touch it. A lot of bodies flying around out here.
Kerr was up in.
There's a call. There's a call.
Student section wants to call. They're going to get interference. And sitting for Rosemount, Redka, right to the penalty box. I'm not sure if that's the penalty or it was back here at center. Because Redka got to that box pretty fast. Yeah, it is Redka. Yep.
Oh, yeah. He got up high on Hudson Kerr, and he sold it a little bit there at the end. But good call, the referee. Going both directions there, making good calls.
10:36 on
Eddie
Redka's
Moore's got to win
penalty.
this face-off, and he does.
Yep.
A minor penalty has been assessed on Rosemount's number 20, Bert Redka, 2 minutes for interference. Number 20, Redka, 2 minutes for interference at 10:36 of the second.
Well, there you go, Nick Johnson, give you all the pertinent information. And Jay, the public address announced here in what the students call the litter box in the Civic Arena.
Nice drop pass play to 22 AJ.
AJ Clark backhand. And I think Nelson got a piece of that. It's a nice job, though, of staying on side for the Wildcats back here at the blue line. Kerr sends it far side. Murray. That goes way wide. Here's Clark near side. Far side. We're going to send it back up top. They are for Murray, just in front of the Wildcat bench. Shadowed by Carlson. Kerr. Murray. Tries to get it to Kerr, coming back across. Puck is loose. Irish able to clear that one out. I believe that was Graham Clafton knocking that out of harm's way. Murray. Cats said, the Cats are going to tag. Well, they weren't offsides, they said. Bottom out. Oh, puck does come out. Nice play that time by Robbins. Takes out Solid to prevent an opportunity. Rosemount still able to get a good opportunity that time with Gansler looking for his second. Physicality picking up here with 30 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Wildcats.
Long shifter, Lance. So he's a warrior, but eventually the legs start getting a little tired. The legs feed the wolf, they say.
And Rosemount just wisely shoots that one all the way down. Actually got deflected, so I guess technically that's going to be a shot on goal. Here's O'Leary in deep. 5 to go, man advantage. Eagan Wildcats about to fall 0 for 2.
Rosemount, full strength.
Actually 0 for 3 on the power play tonight.
Good idea by Prouty trying to get the puck to net as Robbins came in from the side, and he stuck his stick out trying to deflect it back. Just couldn't get a piece of it, and Prouty comes in hard on number 27 there.
Yeah, he and Sherman collide. Sherman got the worst of that. And Durrigan sort of giving a little help there to his teammate. Coming the other way, though. Here's Woog. Backhands across. Robbins overskates it. It's the shot of backhand forehand. That it. No! Yes! There's a goal for the Wildcats.
With it, boys! Robbins got his arms in the air. We don't care who it is. It's great when guys are more excited for their teammates to score anyway. Good effort there.
Looks like Woog's going to be the first. No, there we go.
Robbins and
Robbins.
Woog. And
let's take a look at the replay.
Nice
Watch the scramble.
sticking with it. One knee, sticking with it. Keep poking. Robbins finally got the last poke on it, and that went across the goal line, and there's a celebration for the Wildcats. One knee, trying to get it to Woog. He just pokes at it.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Well, they don't say how it's, how many.
Or how far it goes over, as long as it goes over.
Robbins looks like he's kind of hurting a little bit on that left side, but we'll have to get the official word from Nick Johnson momentarily. But bottom line, the Wildcats are on the board. Grayson Robbins scoring for the second straight game.
Scoring for the Wildcats, number 10, Grayson Robbins. Assist number 23, Jake Woog, and number 7, Blake Prouty. Robbins from Woog and Prouty at 13:09 of the second.
Like, here comes Isaac Martin.
Martin opportunity. He's got Woog with him. Lockenmeyer 19 in there as well for the Wildcats. Here's Martin in front. Woog!
Oh, what did that hit?
Not sure if that hit the iron or if Nelson just got that blocker up. Hopefully we'll have a replay on that. But a golden opportunity to make this a one-goal game. Here comes Rosemount the other way. Back in front. No, that was nearly a 3-goal lead for Rosemount, but a big save by Gley.
I think Woog's going to have to send a little Wildcats gift card over to Isaac Martin here. A couple great chances last 2 games here that Martin set Woog up and got stymied there, but good play.
Well, we'll see if things settle down here after a flurry-full 45 seconds or so. Hansen down low. Rosemount trying to get back to that 3-goal lead here as the second period counts down. Gley fought that one. Didn't get a piece of that one as it went through off the stick of Hansen. Hansen into the corner, back up top. This is Solik. Down low, Hansen. Or no, check that. That's 25, Clafton, not number 2. And Lance Murray and the Wildcats bringing it out. Just a hair too far for A.J. Clark. Nice job keeping it onside. Eddie Moore, who else? He goes in deep for the Wildcats, loses the puck, gets it back. Quite prong over there as well. Can the Cats keep it in? Not quite.
Could have been a pick call interference by the referee down there on Eddie Moore.
100 seconds to go, second period. It's 3-0 Irish, and then Grayson Robbins got one just a little bit ago for the Wildcats. I think Prong stays with it. He takes his man out. That's just a...
Can't do
Eli
that.
Lewis goes down. Koink Prong, that's a stupid penalty.
That could be a 5.
And then now we got Murray coming with some extracurriculars with a shove.
He'd be lucky if he only gets 2 on that one.
I agree with you wholeheartedly there, Dan.
He was going after that guy, and you see it too many times where Wildcats get something going, and then we kind of take it back, step back. And
you'll see it here.
It's just scary play. You don't want anybody, no matter whose team that's on there.
Yeah, and there it looks like it is just going to be. There it is. Here it is coming right at you. It's 24 in white.
See the number 8 clearly, number 8, and you pound that guy up high. That's a scary play. I hope Eli's a pretty good kid. I've met him before, a Rosemount player, so I hope he's okay.
Wildcats, number 24, Bradley Koink-Prong, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Number 24, Koink-Prong, 2
nice
minutes
block
for
by Robbins.
At 15:40 of the second.
As you said, Dan, he's fortunate that's not a 5. Or a 2 and a 10 even.
Yeah, very fortunate.
1 minute remaining in the second period, 1 minute.
Quick shot, that goes just wide. Headland up into the netting.
I really like the intensity that Grayson Robbins is playing with. He showed it on that last goal by not giving up. He's on one leg, 1 foot, whatever it was. He's poking at it. And here again, you just see him go down to block a shot. He might have missed the one of them. He blocked one earlier down here. That means he's engaged in the game.
Absolutely.
You got to put that. You can't think about if you're going to get hurt. You have to just say, here's the situation. I've got to block this shot. I was more scared of getting LASIK surgery the other day than I would be of blocking a shot.
Here's Rosemount. Can they go up by 3 before the period expires? They are on the power play for the final 40 seconds of this frame. Trying to go short side. Good read that time by Gley to stop the shot from Toll. Here's back up top, Durgan. Far side, Headland. That goes just wide of the cage. Hard off the glass. Rosemount does keep it in, however. Another opportunity. Cats just need to make it clear. Desperately need to make a clear.
And hold on to the puck. Try to get a whistle here.
Headland. Rosemount, I don't know if they're smelling blood, so to speak, right here, but you've got just
Great
a few
stick.
seconds. Yep.
Danny Lockemeyer with that long stick.
Yep. That'll get the Wildcats out of the period down just 3-1.
Yeah, and he got a chance there. The benefit of Hudson Kerr being able to play both positions there, they move him back to kill penalties, gives them a little more depth on the D side there.
Shots on goal, Rosemount had 11 that period. The Wildcats had 6. So after 2 periods, we've got still got ourselves a pretty good hockey game. It's the Rosemount Irish 3, Eagan Wildcats 1. We'll be back for at least 17 more minutes of action. You're watching Wildcat hockey on ETV.
We've come a long way since 1963. In 1963, the Eagan Fire Department was born, with just 41 brave souls and a dream. They started with little more than determination and a 1942 military surplus fire engine named Jenny.
We've grown from a small volunteer department to a part-time paid department, one of the biggest in the state, to a combination department of full-time and part-time. And now we're all career, all full-time, here to respond from the stations 24 hours a day, every day of the year.
Eagan's firefighters actively engage with the community at events like National Night Out, the Food Truck Festival, and our biggest event of the year, our Fire Prevention Week open house. Our open house is still our biggest event as far as welcoming people into our station, talking about safety, kids having fun, and learning safety at the same time, getting their fire hats. We visit every school in Eagan. We're everywhere throughout the city. On weeknights, we're working with Girl Scout and Brownie and Cub Scout groups that'll either come to our station or we'll stop at their school. We back some military fun runs where we'll hang a flag off our ladder and support that. There's so many different events that we do in the city, and we work hand in hand a lot with our Parks Department at a lot of their events. So there's a great partnership in the city with public safety and other departments, and we're all Team Eagan. Our success is a result of the strong bonds we've built with our community. We're here when you need us the most.
It doesn't matter where we go. If it's a school, if it's a community center event, the community always make us feel like we're supported.
Thank you, Eagan firefighters!
we've had some of the best firefighters in the state of Minnesota go through these doors and serve the residents and visitors to Eagan, and we're very proud of them and what they've achieved.
Likes to prioritize sustainability throughout events in a variety of ways. This year at the Eagan Food Truck Festival, we partnered with our Cup, which is a reusable cup company specializing in events that helps us divert any single-use plastic cups.
Our Cup's mission is to create the platform, infrastructure, and movement for the reuse economy. We offer a reuse service that's simple and convenient. We make it so events like this can use reusable cups or containers. We'll take all of them back to our facility, wash them, and then get them redeployed for the next event.
I think that that's the ultimate joy of our Cup is helping our clients, helping these events, helping Eagan Food Truck Festival achieve its sustainability goals in a measurable way.
We are one of the first events in Dakota County that has used our Cup at a large event. They're here on site at events to help reduce as much single-use plastic as we can, and we couldn't be more thrilled that they're here to help us this year at the Eagan Food Truck Festival.
The Eagan Art House, facility that really for many years has been operated out of a 1,200 square foot house. The growth of our art programs and artists across the city and region has really created a demand for so much more. And while we've tried to use some of our other satellite facilities to help meet that demand, really the time is now to create a specialized art facility that will help meet that demand.
We've been here for over 25 years, operating as a center for art education. We see thousands of people every single year, all ages, taking classes, learning new things, making new friends, finding their creative voice, gaining confidence. So it's a really important part of our community. We merged with the city Park and Recreation Department. Before that time, the Eagan Art House was a nonprofit organization.
I started about 20 years ago. In those days, it was the Dakota Center for the Arts. It was a nonprofit organization that rented the art house from the city for $1 a year.
In the main house where it used to be living room, bedrooms, originally it was all kinds of classes, painting classes, kids camps, different media, and then the garage where we're sitting. The garage has been the pottery studio. Since that time, we started off with 4 wheels. Now we have 8+ wheels, which is how much we can fit in the space. It is a rambler house. There's only so much room in this space. We use every square inch in this building, behind the doors, above the cabinets, on the floor, underneath tables. We use every square inch we have. Accessibility is also a huge challenge here. There is really not a great way for people with mobility challenges to easily get into the pottery studio space. That is a pretty serious consideration too as we go into this new building, is to making sure that we are accessible, physically accessible for everyone too.
The art house, even though it's a specialized kind of facility, there's still something creative that can touch just about everybody. We just aren't meeting the demand that's out there right now. There's not a lot of those facilities out there to provide these programs. And so we have waiting lists for just about every opportunity that is provided in the art house. It all comes down to the community, right? And people meeting up with friends and doing things that keeps them active and thriving.
welcome back to the Eagan Civic Arena, where social hour is over between the parents as we get back set for third period action here on ETV. Wildcats down by a 3-1 count to the Rosemount Irish. He's Golden Gopher great Dan Woog. I'm can barely skate Mike Cook. And here for a third period, at least 17 more minutes of action.
Hey, you got to get out there to Goat Hill. Great sheet of ice. Eagan opened that up this year. It's got a cover on it. It's got the lights. You look good out there.
Let me
Bring
say,
your
Dan,
toe warmers, though.
There's not enough insurance. Anyway, or bark activity, if youth hockey parents know what I mean.
Hey, when you talk, I got to mention this. When you talk about, I've heard numerous times from multiple people, including the rink manager here, Mark Vaughn. He's come up to me and said the other day, we'll talk about that later. That was a penalty
we watched the second period highlights. Got Rosemount, a nice job by Gly there to sprawl out, making some big saves. Grayson Robbins, what an individual effort here. Gets the Wildcats on the board. As you look at that replay once again, that is why you stick with the puck.
You never give up. You never give up. Just got to touch it enough. But I just want to finish it for the benefit of these boys, these young men. You know, yes, we're watching them play hockey. They're competing hard, but on the ice. But you know what? I've got so many compliments about how polite they are, whether it's at people's houses for pasta feeds that we do every week or so, and the rink manager. And you know what? That's a good thing. We all want to hear that about our kids.
Absolutely. Wildcats, by the way, power play for the next 33 seconds here as we start period number 3. Quick update, by the way, the Eagan girls are down 2-1 after 2 periods. They're playing Metro South tonight. I believe that game is up at Drake Arena. Ella Pogachnik got her first varsity goal tonight for the girls.
That's a thrill.
But again, they're down 2-1. 9 seconds to go, man advantage for the Wildcats. Then it across. 4-1 Irish.
I thought hit Gly right in the belly almost. It snuck its way through.
I'm reading the report. It was Rosemount on the power play.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, bottom line, power play goal. Rosemount Irish, 4-1.
Number 23 with the goal. Cross ice pass. That's one of the plays you want to do on the power play. When you create those seams, which Rosemount just did, cross ice, makes it really hard on the goaltender to move from one side all the way across to the other and still be in strong position. And Gabe did the best he could on that one.
Scoring for Rosemount on the power play, number 23, Gavin McNeil. Assist to number 4, Benny Rutzik, and number 5, Christian Nichols. McNeil from Rutzik and Nichols at 37 seconds of the third.
So there you go, 4-1. A couple of former Wildcat youth players getting assists on that Rosemount goal. Benny Rutzik, Christian Nichols assisting on the Gavin McNeil goal. Rosemount opportunity. Make that 5-1 Rosemount.
Woo. Very unselfish play there. Finish a pass from Garrett, who's already got 2 on the night. Instead of being selfish for the hat trick, he sets up his line mate, and
that's Lotus.
It's in the back net. Somehow we got caught up, both D and forwards. Leave Gabe hanging out to dry there.
Absolutely.
Tough start to start the third period.
36 seconds apart, those 2 goals. 5-1 Irish. Yeah, we'll have to get the official scoring after the velvety tones of Nick Johnson here in the Civic Arena, the public address announcer.
Scoring for Rosemount, number 9, Cade Lotus. Assist to number 16, Christian Garrity, and number 27, Cade Sherman. Lotus from Garrity and Sherman at 1:13 of the third.
That's 2 assists tonight for Sherman, 27. And 16, Garrity's now got 2 goals and a helper.
Comes A.J. Clark up the boards. Nice touch pass to the middle. Owen Wood, the defenseman, jump up in the play, and we may need that to create some opportunities offensively. Robbins cycles it back down to A.J. A.J.'s trying to maul this guy a little bit without getting a penalty, because we don't need one of those right now.
No, that's the last thing you need if you're Eagan Wildcats. 2 minutes gone by. Rosemount's already got 2 goals here in this third period. And yeah, I thought they were just a hair offside, Ty Hansen on that far side.
And you're usually right.
I don't know about that. You're the one that just had LASIK. Hey, real quick, I want to mention our all-star crew here tonight while we have a chance. And Joe Chupik is running the show tonight. Josh Shibley is the producer-director. He gets everything set up, running the show away from the rink. Greg Borman is our replay audio engineer. Cameras are Willie Nelson, Sarah Adira, and Max Hellmuller. And Jared Greenberg is our graphics master this evening. So Again, all-star crew, Eagan TV.
Oh, that's a check from behind.
No penalty upcoming.
Charlie Forster just got crushed in the numbers.
And we'll see if our crack replay staff has an opportunity to showcase that non-call. Here come the Wildcats. Murray, a little too far for Woog. Woog's going to get it anyway. Lockenmeyer sent it to him. Woog coming across. Tried to get it back to Lockenmeyer. That would have been a pretty... Actually, that was Murray coming in deep, not Lockenmeyer, but 16-19.
Good job,
line is Cats keep it in the zone.
Woog, good job using his body. He's got some length to him to keep that puck away from the defender, and here comes Lockenmeyer. Takes one off the chin.
He's out there. There's Garrett Koken going after the puck, 21 in white. Off the boards, all the way down. Well, I believe it was touch. No, it was not. I thought Charlie Forster got a piece of it here in the neutral zone. Face-off back in the Rosemount zone with 13:53 to go. Third period.
Again, we're climbing that hill. We can't quite get to the top to make it pay off here. Maybe this shift we will, but Wildcats, done a lot of good things. We're not totally down on them. Just got to keep fighting, and that's how they play the game and look for opportunities to score.
There's Kerr. Tried to make something happen there. Nearly able to get a backhand off that might have had a good opportunity. Headland for Rosemount. Cuts it in deep. Rosemount somehow maintains that puck through about 4 Wildcats. There's Martin, number 12 in white. O'Leary takes a man, takes Headland down. That was not harmless takedown. All the way out, Quink Prong.
Nice.
Probably avoids the check from from Carlson. All the way down, steered aside that time by Gley. Gley, 14 saves on the evening. Make that 15. Into the Rosemount zone.
Tape-to-tape passes worked well.
Absolutely. Nice way to get in the middle on that. That was Prouty that came over and helped out Murray. Backhand, forehand, opportunity, Gley, and he hangs on to the loose puck. And we got a look for curricular. Headland shoved O'Leary, and O'Leary gave him one back, and I think justifiably so.
Wonderful play by their defenseman. Did a fake slap shot, froze our defensive side, and just pushed it ahead about 10 feet. Another guy got a chance to get it on net, and Gley took the whistle there.
Yeah. Boys will be boys in front of that crease, but...
Oh, yeah. Their mom said they're angels.
Right. All the way down and out. Meanwhile, back at the play here, and just saying outside was Garrity. Nice job of coming back after he got about a stride in. Here comes Moore for the Wildcats. He's got Clark on the left side. Moore pinched out of the play nicely that time by Graham Clafton right at the Rosemount bench. 12.5 to go. 5-1 Irish, should be an icing, and indeed it is. Hey, Wildcat fans, next game is Saturday the 20th back here at the Civic Arena. Eastview Lightning, another District 196 foe, making their way over to the Civic Arena. 7:30 scheduled start time on that one. And I believe that's a girl-boy doubleheader, so we'll say 7:30-ish start time on that one.
Well, Eagan lost 8-2 earlier in the year. I don't think that's going to happen again. I think Eagan's become better overall as a team, and I think that'll be a much more competitive game this time around.
Lockenmeyer with a good shot. Yeah, and if you ask Coach Todd Carlson, and it's pretty easy to say that was by far the worst Eagan performance of this season. Down there at the Apple Valley Sports Arena back on December 5th. So times have changed. But hey, Eastview beat Rosemount 4-3 here. I think was it a week and a half ago over at the Rosemount Community Center. Very exciting game there that went to overtime. Koken stood up right in front of the Rosemount bench, and they love it what their teammate did. I think that was Ty Hansen they were hooting and hollering for.
That way, Danny. Good hustle on the back check there. Koken's on the forward check now.
Indeed.
Interference call.
Yep, Luke is with him, and there it is. There's the signal.
Nichols is funny. I've known him for a long time. He does like to chirp a little bit up, boys. And he was doing that after that interference hit. A little too early before the puck was there by Garrett Koken, and who got taken down from behind again early on. Not getting a call against him, but good effort. Will gets the puck, holds on to it, but Koken, that was after the penalty was coming. So Eagan Wildcats not going to help their cause being down by 4 on the penalty box for 2 minutes.
Well, Dan, you mentioned the chirping, and let's face it, these kids have grown up playing each other, whether they're peewees, squirts, bantams. They know each other. They've been to camps together.
Minor penalty is
they're going to chirp a lot out here on the ice, but I can just about guarantee at the end of the night there's going to be a lot of handshakes and hugs at center ice.
Oh, yeah. Who's dating a girl from the other school kind of story, too, going on with Salah kid. Chilkren's sister, who's on our JV team, and guys just know each other, and they played. We're going to take a look at this, and Koken, boom, he lines up Nichols. He wanted a piece of him. Maybe a little frustration there, even, but it's the right idea to go in and take the body on the forecheck. The puck just wasn't there.
Well, Rosemount looking to get another power play goal this period. Centered it across. Someone got tied up in the skates of Robbins. Somehow Glide keeps that one out, robbing Rutzik. Not sure how that didn't get in.
Boy, they're stretching us out from the top. Puck, and then it goes down and across. And they're hitting that. They hit a one-timer earlier on us, at least. Rutzik over to, I don't remember what guy scored there, but it's good puck movement for the power play.
Absolutely. 1:05 to go, man advantage for the Irish. As we said, Irish looking to win their second straight after the 4-game slider on the holidays. Good defensive play that time by Martin and the Wildcats. Martin, he's got Clark with him. Martin stops, spin, tries to get a shot off. Good defensive play that time, though, by Durrigan to not let Martin get that shot off.
Yeah, strong back check there by Rosemount. Isaac, maybe do that one again. You might be able to get that backhand chip pass to A.J. Clark over the net, but easier said and done from up here than it is down there.
There's Durrigan, 17. Sends it back to number 10. There's Toll. Wildcat falls down briefly, hops back up. Durrigan quarterbacking from up top. There's a Garrity down low. He's still looking for that Hattie. He had 2 in the first. 15 to go, man advantage. Long shot, and Glide with the big glove save with 12 to go in the power play. 9:58 to go in the third.
He could see that one all the way, I think Gabe could, and it looked like it. He showed a lot of confidence scooping that puck with the mitt there, and Wildcats get a couple fresh bodies out there. Isaac Martin leaning on his breezers a little bit there. He's getting plenty of ice time, and as we talked before the game, it'd sure be nice if Isaac could get that first one of the year. All the hard work that he does on the D side.
Yeah, he's got 6 assists. Yet to light the lamp. Right now, the team leader, A.J. Clark, has 7. Grayson Robbins
Eagan,
has
full
7.
strength.
Murray, 6 and 12, is the point leader for the Wildcats at this point in the season. Robbins gets in the way of that one as the Cats are back at full strength. The Rosemount forced to regroup as Redka couldn't quite keep that in at the blue line. That's in Kerr. Poink Prong, good job, stayed on sides. Nelson watches that one go by. We haven't had to say Nelson's name a whole lot tonight. The senior netminder, that's his 15th save right there off the quick shot from O'Leary. O'Leary unable to bully his way through Redka. He's going to get it back. He and Redka will collide once again. Here's Kerr once again. Kerr stops, spins. Tried to get it to Coink Prong. Had he been a left-handed shot, it would have been ideal. And Nelson will wisely fall on the loose puck with 8:50 to go.
Nice job by Kerr. Trying to do a little give and go plays with O'Leary, working hard down low below the goal line. Kerr comes out, and as he does, protects with his body. The puck's on his backhand, so he's not a shooting position, but he's trying to sit up Briley, and it just handcuffed him a little bit too much to get a shot off. But good effort by Wildcats.
Cats able to keep that one in. Really been impressed with Rosemount tonight. They've done a good job of clogging the lanes, not giving Eagan much to shoot at.
Absolutely right here.
There's Murray. He gets knocked down off the puck by Lewis into the Wildcat zone. And that's saying a lot if you can knock Murray down.
I have not seen him on the ice this much combined all year, and partly it's just blowing tires with maybe bad edge, taking some turns quickly, and Rosemount's not quitting here. They're not going to give in here in the Wildcats. Great job by Lance.
Yep. That shot up will hit the netting. It will off the stick of Durgan. That was deflected, I believe, by Robbins.
Robbins again.
Hey, real quick, Rosemount fans, your next game Friday night over at the Burnsville Ice Center. You've got the Apple Valley Burnsville Co-op. Can we call them a co-op? I think we do. Anyway, then you've got Lakeville North on the 23rd. Next home game is January 30th when Prior Lake will come to the Rosemount Ice Arena. 4 of the final 6 for Rosemount will be home games this year, including a rematch of these two teams on Thursday, February 15th.
And Rosemount here with the victory will be tied with Prior Lake in the standings after this game, and see what happens between now and then. But, big hook. Kerr's trying to fight his way through, but he's got the guy's stick under his arm. Tries to wrap around.
You know, and I think Prior Lake's got Lakeville South tonight, so I have not heard a score on that one. And we've got, and they're going to take.
A couple guys were dancing down there, O'Leary and 25 there.
Yeah, Clafton for Rosemount, and I believe it's going to be O'Leary for the Wildcats.
Colin's got some competitive fire to him too, so it's great that he's back this year. He had second thoughts for a time being, whether he's going to return for his senior season, and I know we're really happy that he did. And great parents too, Jen and Pat. They also provide a bus for people to stay warm in once in a while between periods. So again, great family, extended family, real good too. So let's finish strong here, Wildcats.
By the way, Colin O'Leary is going to go to Rockhurst University and play lacrosse. Is that Missouri? I believe Rockhurst. I'm not certain. I thought it was, but anyway. But yeah, congrats.
I'll give you some
Colin
silence
O'Leary.
right there with that answer.
I swear we announced that for somebody else from Eagan that was playing lacrosse and went to Rockhurst. Riley Paulus, maybe? Anyway.
That was Illinois or something.
That was Illinois, I think. I don't know.
Good
anyway,
kid there too.
Bottom line, he's going to go play lacrosse in college.
This looks like a mini power play right now for Rosemount.
It does.
Blocked off the backside of who else? Number 10.
Minor penalties have been assessed to Rosemount's number 25, Graham Clafton, and Eagan for number 9, Colin O'Leary, both 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty is 9:17 of the third.
That goes just wide. I'm not sure Gly saw that one. Whew. Rebound opportunity that time. That was Sherman. He said he's got a couple of helpers tonight. He's
There we go. There we go. Just got plowed over high. That was Charlie Forrester.
I think the penalty boxes are going to have a little more attention, shall we say. There's A.J. Clark in there. Headland, I believe, was leading Rosemount.
He could get an extra 2 on that just for the high hit there after the whistle on Forrester, who's still got a face mat that needs to be tightened up and readjusted.
So it looks like Headland's going to be the only one to sit.
Play the net. Picking number 6 is jamming at the puck.
Oh,
he
just
just
That's
lays
12,
out
yeah,
Forrester.
12 in blue.
A.J. Clark coming to the defense of Forrester, or sophomore defenseman for the Wildcats, who's got lots of good upside. Very nice skater. Will put on some weight, some muscle, and be a big factor next year for the Wildcats.
Yep. It's a pretty easy call for the officials. Ricky Sainty looking for an explanation over on the Rosemount bench. He's going to get one. He's not going to like it. But
I would give him a very short time period when it's 5-1, 6.5 minutes or so left. And
by the way, Sainty, 7th year at the helm for Rosemount, 2000 grad from Rosemount High School. And I saw online he's married to his high school sweetheart, Chelsea.
Oh, there you go. It's great to see guys that stick in the community and then give back. And coaching's sometimes a thankless job, and it's hard to keep everybody happy. Let's get a goal for Wildcats here with a shot right here.
Murray and Moore in front.
Number 12, Headland,
Moore might actually deflect it that wide.
10:16 of the third.
There was roughing, by the way, the official call. Opportunity front tie. Here we go. Goal, Wildcats. Eddie Moore.
Play goal.
Eddie Moore.
Play. Everybody loves Eddie. Snapping in a rebound there. A.J. Clark, quick shot. I think it went from Kerr to Moore to Clark, and Eddie Moore, number 14 for the Wildcats. One of the captains puts it in the back of the net, make it 5-2. Here's the replay. Kerr to Moore, quick snapshot. Looking for a rebound is Eddie Moore.
Nelson I couldn't tell from this angle if Nelson just lost the post a little bit.
He must have created a little space there.
Yep.
Sometimes it's above the pad and underneath the arm.
Yep. Bottom line, 5-2. And we will play 5-on-5 hockey after there were coincidental minors earlier on. And then Rosemount went on the PK. Woo! Just missing that time was Solik.
Just missing. Almost hit the scoreboard on that one.
6:16 to go. I'll say it. Dare we say regulation?
I sure hope we get extra time. If it goes that way, I think we'd all be very happy.
25-19 shots in favor of the Irish.
I haven't seen Murray get pestered this hard in a long time,
No.
and he usually wins those battles. And he's having a harder time tonight.
I think Murray's going to be glad they don't have to turn around and play in 2 nights. They're trying to get it ahead to A.J. Clark. Clark couldn't quite control, but he goes in 1-on-3. Taken down, big hit by Durgan, and the Rosemount fans love it.
Well, it's questionable from the back shoulder side there, side of the shoulder and back, but again, I don't
And
wear the
Nelson
orange stripes. This
hangs
could get
on, a little extra
feisty
grip.
down here.
Trying to hold Prouty back. Robbins trying to get in and play peacemaker. Can't tell who that is for Rosemount that he was chirping with. Might have been McNeil, but I believe we're not going to see anybody go to the box on that one. Or we are. There's going to be a slash called on. It's going to be Robbins that's going to go.
Prouty?
Nope, it's going to be Prouty.
The hands in the air kind of gives it away. Who, me, what did I do? Story. Blake, and I didn't see him do a lot, but this may be as much as anything the referee trying to keep things in order.
Yeah.
As much as there could have been other calls that are worse than that we've already seen. But Blake Prouty, great kid, smart kid, great hands. And now we're going to see again, this is where Hudson Curd comes out here. Looks like he's going to be on the forward side of the penalty kill, and Murray and Martin on the back end.
By the way, that's, looking at the stat sheet, that would be Prouty's first penalty of the season.
Minor penalty has been assessed to the Wildcats, number 7.
How much ice time he gets, that's kind of a little bit surprising. And not that he's a cheap player or anything like that. It's just that you're bound to get something by swinging in a poke check and all of a sudden hits the guy's skates, things like that. But nice job of our defensive players here on the penalty kill, getting the stick in the shooting lane, and that deflected into the netting behind the goal.
For those of you that are curious, A.J. Clark is the leading delinquent, shall we say, for this Wildcat squad. That's 20 penalty minutes on the season.
Well, he had 12 in one game down against Eastview earlier in the year.
Well, yeah.
He had a 2 and a 10.
It all adds up.
Yeah, I think his
scoring for the Wildcats.
His mouth did run a little bit after the first penalty part, and coach set an example, a little accountability, and he sat him actually in the third period. And sometimes you got to do things that you don't necessarily want to do, but are probably good for the longer term and right for the team.
It's statistics. You kind of read them how you want.
Yeah. Riley, what an effort. He's got speed.
Riley, quick prong. Can he get the Cats within 2? Nelson!
Where's the puck?
They're going to say no goal, emphatically no goal.
The red light is actually the video machine behind in the lobby back there as we see it blinking red.
Yes.
As you can see behind the net there.
Trust me, over the years I've been burned on that.
Riley, great effort, explosive skater. Goalie gets a piece of it. Has no idea. It is underneath his.
Yeah, he didn't know it though. And then nice job, Hudson Kerr. But Nelson did the right thing. Just lay back and hope you fall on it.
Yep. You gotta be real quick on the reads here. Angles, penalty killing's a lot about angles.
Well, that would have been something if the Cats would have got a shorty to get within 2. Instead, here comes Rosemount back into the zone. I'd say looking to put the final nail in the coffin, so to speak, if they can get one here.
Durgan's a big boy, big strong boy here. He's coming back out high.
Yep, and he's going to get the puck. Nope, he's going to give it Hedlund. Durgan down low. Garrity. Durgan. Goal!
Phenomenal puck movement. Eddie Moore tried to make the block there. I'm not sure who the D was pointing at. Hopefully it wasn't the Eagan bench there, but that was a great puck movement power play behind the net. Move it around, across, over, back high, shot through past the screen in the block, and 17, one assistant captains there for Rosemount. That pretty well solidifies things.
I was just going to say, if you want to see a textbook on how to move the puck, just watch the last, 25 seconds there of Rosemount on the power play. Is just pinpoint passing by the Irish, pinpoint shot, 6-2 Rosemount.
And what you see there, when they go from behind the net from one side to the other, then they're trying to draw our top forecheckers, defensive players down low, which they did. That gives the shooter get down towards the top of the circle where it's really a threat to score.
Now a 4-point night for Garrity with 2 goals and 2 helpers. Trying to look at what else we've got for Rosemount here. That's the first point of the night for Durgan. They've got him listed at 6'2", 200.
little bit of a late, barely late by Lance Murray, and I think the referee just trying to make peace here. We get closer with a runaway game here by 4 goals anyway late in the third period, and maybe a little frustration again for the Wildcats. But we had a lot of same guys getting a lot of ice time today. But puck, that was a little late. That was a good call.
Yep. Right in front of the official. You can't.
Yeah.
You're not going to miss that call.
15, 20 years ago, it's good. Nowadays, better to protect the players more, which I'm all in favor of within reason.
There's Durgan again. Hedlund. So the Rosemount still got that top power play unit out. Let's see if Garrity can get his hat trick. Here's Hedlund. Nope. Might have been tipped away that time, but they hang on to it as Kerr might have got a piece of that initially. Down low is Toll, number 10. Hedlund, Durgan. Hedlund, shot, goal!
Traffic in front.
Did Garrity get a piece of it?
Oh, they're patting him on the head. I don't know if that's for the screen or for the deflection.
He's going to be first, and they're grabbing the puck.
There he is.
They're just looking down. Are there any hats going to the ice? I don't see any yet.
Can't fault Gabe on that one either. He had traffic in front. Pucks are deflected. Nothing he could do about that.
There goes a lid.
But,
and another lid, and another lid, and another lid. Yeah, watch Garrity. Just a nice deflection in front.
Yeah, deflected just underneath the arm on the blocker side and in. Again.
So Garrity, the team leading goal scorer for the Rosemount Irish.
Puts him at 13, I believe,
13 now, and he had gone scoreless in his previous 5 outings.
He's got quite a few power play goals, too. I'm not sure what that total is. I think he's got about 6 or so on the power play, so he's a factor when it comes 5-on-4 at least, for sure.
Again, they don't ask how, it's how many.
And that's 7 right now on the wrong side. Let's just see a good compete here at the end here anyway. We got our 4th line group out, Garrett Colkin centers the 3rd line basically, and we got Brandon Lunenberg from the JV
Absolutely,
group who's been playing real well. He's strong, physical kid, and there's Ben Steinke getting some ice time.
Yep, Steinke looking for a big hit there behind the play. So we said JV was 3-3 earlier this evening. Rosemount a couple of late goals in that one to send it to OT. I think 6 minutes of running time in the OT tonight.
Yeah, we got one shift there for number 2, big lanky guy, Lane Nygaard. He's got the strong wrist. You watch him play, and whether it's a pass or shot, he fires it. And usually that's a good thing, because the sooner you get a puck from one of your teammates, the more time you have to make the next play. So you appreciate that as a forward, too.
Here comes Rosemount again. This is a Rutzik. He'd love to get one here in this rink. And out Rosemount, Oliver Gorn, his first shift, I believe, number 40. Can't miss him. He's 6'2" on the blue line there for Rosemount.
And his dad's Lee Gorn, played University of North Dakota. He's about 6'4", about 227.
Yep.
Big dude. Tough to get the puck away from.
This will be Gansler. He scored way back when for the Irish. I think that was their 3rd goal. 2 minutes to go on this one. Rosemount about to improve to 12-5 on the year, 6-2 in conference play. Wildcats are going to fall back to 500 and 3-5 overall. And for Rosemount, 2nd straight game with 7. They put 7 on the board against Lakeville South just a few days ago. Here's that the knee guard again for the Wildcats.
Long stick there, kept the puck in zone. Down and deep by Grayson Robbins.
Yep. Eddie Moore out there, 14. Well, Cats are going to have to regroup. They've got Eastview here in 4 days. That'll be a big test, big rivalry game. You know the Civic Arena will be electric for that one. As we said, Rosemount, they go to the Apple Valley Burnsville Co-op on Friday night. You know, like one of their assistants was telling me before the game.
1 minute.
I think it was Rick Saint. He was saying, you know what? I'm glad we had that lull over the holidays, because that's when you want it. You don't want it, a month from now when the playoffs start. And he's exactly right. And this is any indication. Rosemount's got a chance, I think, to make kind of a deep run here in the postseason, as Goran's going to get on the score sheet.
Got to get your name announced somehow sometime.
Absolutely.
Right, and I did that a lot in college. Try to get one of their best players off the ice. And if it's two of us going off, I thought a 4th line type player against their top players, was a good trade-off for our team.
By the way, it's offsetting. One of the Wildcats went to the box as well. Did not catch the number of the guilty. Who that is?
I think Robin's got him held down a little bit. Guy can't get his arm out.
Yeah.
Gives him a shot back, Oren does, and ref just says that's enough, and you guys just go cool off, and
absolutely.
We're going to finish this last 49 seconds safely.
Shake hands.
There's Woog talking to Nichols again on the inside.
Yep. Do some bro hugs, because as we said, Dan, these guys, they've known each other for years and years, played against each other all the way through.
Nichols' dad, Todd, Trish, wife, great people, and pretty close to the middle neighborhood, and even borrowed in my trailer when they moved in September, October, and they kind of had that design plan for some time. Once their other daughter graduated, and Christian knows a lot of the boys from the Rosemount area from the time in Chicago, the summer teams and the HBs and things like that. So there's a lot of good kids on both sides here, and
this will be
Rudsick. Only one team can win.
Yeah, Rudsick will be on the draw, one of the former Eaganites. There's Woog going down deep, fights off the check, fights past the second player, stays with it. He gets knocked to the ice as he goes to the corner by Redka.
He might go to the box too.
And they are both going to go, I think.
Hands to the face.
That's 15 yards in football for both. Offsetting, I guess you would say.
Woog's readjusting his face mask there, and he'll get his name announced again for the second time today. But one was for an assist early on. Good battle to the puck. Loose puck. He gets up and didn't like it, so he goes back, and they just both say their pleasantries and go check on the boys and Mr. Coalmine over in the storage table area.
Yeah, add to the point or the penalty minute total for their season.
When they had a chance there on that rush, Woog, and just at the end he thought Danny Lockmeyer was going to come and take that puck.
Big save that time by Glide. Rudsick was thinking big right there. He wanted that one badly. You see his reaction afterwards.
A couple of hellos by number 21 and a few of the Eagan boys, and I don't like that sportsmanship.
No, that's
taunting.
That's Vitapo.
21's taunting the Eagan boys.
Yeah, Vitapo.
That's not necessary.
Shots on goal, by the way. Rosemount finished with 30. The Eagan Wildcats had 20. So as we said, Cats are going to come up short against their District 196 rival, the Rosemount Irish. Next up, they get another rival, the Eastview Lightning, as we look at some of the highlights of that third period. Again, congratulations to Rosemount. Well, actually, those are early goals there, but you're going to see a lot of Rosemount goals. Like we kind of lost track here, Dan, of when things happen.
They got some great finishers. That's why they're one of the top 15 probably in the state, and they're going to try to make a run to that state tournament and see if they can do some damage. But Eagan's going to try to come back later in the year, at the end of the year, play again, and see if we can find a different outcome.
Absolutely. So that's going to wrap it up here from the Civic Arena. Again, pleased to be joined tonight by Golden Gopher great Dan Woog. I'm Mike Cook. Thanks for being with us, everybody. And we'll see you next time for Wildcat Hockey on ETV.